Yo, boys. Welcome to the 45th installment of the NP Podcast. I never thought it would happen. I never thought I'd be here making the 45th one. That's not true. I actually knew eventually I'd end up making this podcast. But holy crap, have I had nothing to do in my life with my life for the past 6 months. Like, seriously, up until around last month, I pretty much have done nothing all summer but doing YouTube and going to work. And when you only go to work for 10 hours out of the week, it doesn't really feel like you're working. So it doesn't take so much time away from you that you're exhausted to do other things. You actually still have so much time to do, especially if those 10 hours are over the course of 2 days. Oh man, like, I'm so happy to finally be able to do the podcast again because, man, believe it or not, I do love this podcast, despite the fact I never work on it. It's just really hard to do when you got nothing to talk about. You don't really do anything in your life. You have no guest on, which I have to get another guest on, by the way. I would love to get Bat Deer on again. There's a few people that I actually need to get on again, or haven't got on yet, that I need to get to. Oh man, I'm actually excited because I completely forgot about this. But first, let me tell you what's been up with YouTube lately. So, at the time I'm recording this, I still have not posted my most recent video, which you guys will have seen by now. It's called Fapping is Ruining Your Potential. I think personally, it's like I have one more clip to put into the video right now. So it's almost done. It's actually being uploaded tomorrow if I can get this final clip for the video. Because I'm not going to compromise my vision for the video to upload it in a timely fashion, just because, yeah, I'm just not gonna upload the video in a timely fashion and skip over one clip and ruin my vision. What I used to do back in the day a lot is I'd compromise my vision for a video to upload it on time. So I'd give myself the schedule, you know, I used to post every 3 days. So I'd be like, oh man, I gotta post, it's the 3rd day. Oh! And so I would upload the video, even though there's still things I wanted to add to it. You wouldn't be able to tell watching those old videos, but I can tell because I remember the vision that I had for that video and what I ended up not putting in because I was like in too much of a rush. When you're a one-man show on YouTube, it's like you feel very under pressure sometimes, but once you eliminate that pressure to get a video uploaded, it makes it a lot easier to post really good content, because back then it was hard to post good content, but now it's not a sweat at all, because I kind of have that. I'm not gonna say I don't care about YouTube. I obviously love YouTube. I care about it so much. I care about my channel a lot, but the thing is, if you incorporate a mindset that you don't care, I have found out that you get a lot more done. Because when you're caring about every single thing, you become a perfectionist, and then nothing ever gets done, because being a perfectionist kind of makes you depressed, because perfection doesn't exist. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. This video, I haven't posted a video in a month, so technically I have posted a video, but the thing is, when I uploaded the video, nobody got notifications for it. Now, I don't usually care if a video doesn't get any views when it's uploaded. This was like an oddly low number of views, and I was like, wow, nobody got the notification. The video was out for 8 hours and only had around 10 views. So I ended up privating it and then ended up deleting the video. I plan on reposting it in the future about 4 weeks from now. After I get this Fapping is Ruining Your Potential video out, I'm gonna unload for like 3 weeks. So I'm gonna give 2 weeks for this video to get some traction or whatever so people can see it. This is on par with the Why Everyone is Obsessed with Zombies video. So this is how good this video is. I even say at the end of the video how I've been working on it for around 3 months at the end, even though it's gonna be a lot longer than that, because I thought it would be done way before it's actually getting done, which is today is when it's getting done. So yeah, anyways, this video is such a low amount of views. I was like, wow, this isn't even worth my time keeping up if no one's ever gonna see this baby. So I'm gonna make some adjustments to it, try to make it a longer, because I wanted to make a short. Somebody in my Discord server, specifically Charnel, told me that I should try making a short So I did. I made a 59-second short doing something really funny, well, that I thought was funny. But the thing is, it didn't upload as a short, and that's the reason why I think it didn't get any views. It's really weird because I uploaded it through the shorts on the mobile, on the YouTube mobile. So I don't know how it didn't upload as a short. It's so confusing. YouTube is stupid, but I still love it. I'm still here doing it. So obviously it's not that stupid if I'm still here. And yeah, this video, I feel the pressure now that this is the first time ever that it's been a month since I uploaded, and I don't want that to become a new thing because I don't want to become lazy. I'm kind of scared of this, but I'm scared to become Max Mofo. Now, I know I'm not nearly as big as him or anything, but that just makes it easier to do that. I don't want to end up like, okay, I don't post for a month. Now that's normal not to post for a month. Now I'm not posting for 2 months. Now that's normal. Now I'm not posting for 6 months, and then all of a sudden it's been 4 years and I don't do YouTube anymore. Now I know that won't happen. The thing is, if you get into the behavior of doing it, then it's much easier for that to happen. It's like if you're watching porn, you're most likely gonna be masturbating. But if you quit the addiction of the behavior of watching porn, it's gonna be much easier to not masturbate anymore. And oh man, it's just, I'm very scared of that happening. I'm very scared of that happening. And I think that scaredness makes it good because it's not gonna happen. I know it's not gonna happen at all. So I'm not very worried about it, but still, I do get worried about it sometimes. But yeah, the YouTube channel is doing good. I have videos planned out up until December now. Now there's a few gaps. Wait, hold on. Feels good to do that again. But I have a few gaps that I need to fill out with videos on specific dates that I need to do. But I have the rest of August planned out, all of September planned out, some of October planned out, none of November planned out, and some of December planned out. I'm very excited to get those videos out. Now that I have a schedule, it'll be easier sticking to my video every 2 weeks, which is even, I don't hold myself to it because, again, I don't want to compromise any visions that I have on a video. But then again, I like posting every 2 weeks. My goal for this year, and speaking of goals, am I reaching my goals for this year? 2 of my goals this year on YouTube: hit 3,000 subscribers so I can do this the no beard reveal. Boy, I am so excited. I can't wait to get it, bro. Oh man, I don't know how much we're at right now, but it's under 50 subs, I think, until we're at 3,000. So I believe we can hit it within the next 3 months easily. I believe in it. I know it can happen, especially if I'm on my game with uploading videos. I'm just so excited for that. So I definitely think we're gonna be hitting 3K this year. On top of that is not uploading any gaming content. So at the beginning of this year, I decided that I didn't want to upload gameplay videos anymore. And now, despite how much fun those videos were to do, and they were really easy, I was so sick of it. I've been doing gaming content for 4 years now. What I realized is when you're doing gaming content, it makes you a lot less creative with your ideas. Because it's always like, okay, what am I going to do on World at War? Oh, I'm going to do this challenge on this custom map. Oh, that's original. Oh, I'm gonna play Black Ops 2 map, Origins. Okay, I'm gonna do this challenge. Oh, whoa, that's never been done before. And I realized, because I used to think it's cool to do old style videos, but with nowadays editing, because obviously within the last 6 years, editing has changed so much. People used to upload 10 parts of unedited footage of them doing a 1, 2, 3 challenge on Origins. I'm calling out to you, the Smith Blaze and Mr. T. Like all the zombies YouTubers used to do that. And now I used to love it, don't get me wrong, but nowadays when I look back on it, I cannot watch those videos. I try to go back and watch Laggin24x. Laggin24x and Crazy Rabbit were the first YouTubers that I started watching in the zombies community back in like 2013. and or like 2012 to 2013. So I looked up to those guys, and I always had a dream of just being a zombies YouTuber, and that it gets harder and harder every year with that dream. It's really sad. I really don't think zombies will ever be what it used to be, and honestly I think we need to take a few year break from zombies for it to ever be something again. Because okay, let me say this. If everybody in the zombies community took a 3-year break from zombies, didn't make any videos, didn't play the game at all, there'd just be a huge resurgence in 3 years. 3 years from now, that would be 2020, the end of 2024. And I feel like that would be so awesome. And I want to be there for that hype. And I'm not playing video games much anymore, so I would love to see that happen one day. Not saying that it will happen, but I do have hope in it happening still. My dream was just to do zombies on YouTube, and I've gotten it done. I've done zombies on YouTube for a long time. Even now, I still use COD Zombies as gameplay. I really do love zombies, and I want to see it flourish again. I understand that it's probably not going to do that, and even if it does flourish again, we're not the same young people we used to be. We can't be mindlessly entertained by endless rounds of zombies anymore, and that's something I now understand. Is we can't always be into something forever. Well, I've understood that for like the last year and a half, but now it's like, man, you're never gonna really truly enjoy it the way you used to. But I still go back to zombies and enjoy it, because if I want to play, oh, my OBS just froze. But when I do want to play a video game, I'd always go back to zombies because I enjoy it so much. There's something is so enchanting by playing World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. And then, Black Ops 3 was only fun because of the community. That's my opinion. I think that Black Ops 3 had so much hype for it because of the community, which made the game in turn really fun and made it really fun to make videos on it. But after that hype left, BO3 wasn't as fun as it was. It was kind of just a shell. But Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1 and World at War always remain fun. No matter how many times I play Origins, Mob of the Dead, 5, my favorite map, Transit, a really good map to play with 4 people. I love playing Transit. Those maps never get old. And then custom maps too. They don't really get old either, especially if you haven't even played all of them. I could probably go on the journey of playing every custom map and then be done in like 5 years. There's just that many. And I love zombies. I truly do. I want to see it succeed. And I still do videos on zombies. I have a video coming up that's about zombies. It's not like related to it's hard to explain. And then this year I made a video of how to make COD Zombies fun again, which that was a super fun video to make. I really enjoyed it. The editing was great. I think I did a really good job on that video. And then I get to the question of, will gaming ever return on my main channel? And I think it will. If you guys miss that kind of content, I definitely think at some point I will get back to doing it. Just not this year, for sure, because obviously this year's goal was not to post any gaming content, which I'm doing greatly right now, and it's really pushed me out of my comfort zone and made me struggle a lot, which in turn made me very creative and expand my skills a lot more. Next year, do I think it'll come back? Maybe. I'm thinking, if anything, if it was to come back, it would be coming back after my 5-year anniversary video, which I don't know what I'm gonna do for that video yet. Usually I start planning my next year anniversary video right after the anniversary of that year, but I didn't do it this year because I've just been so swamped with so much stuff on YouTube that I want to do and I'm trying to do. Oh, okay, man, that was a long fart. So after my 5th year anniversary, I definitely think I'll ease in a little bit of gaming content back into the channel. Maybe like 1 or 2 videos the rest of that year just to make things easier on me. But overall, I want my content to be the way it is right now because it's so enjoyable to make it. It's hard. It feels like a new era of YouTube for me. And I think gaming is something we kind of have to leave behind. For sure. So let me talk about what I've been doing lately that is fulfilling my time, making me happy, other than doing YouTube. My life used to be wake up, do YouTube, poop pant, and then go back to bed. Now it's not. I've actually started working on building a cabin, and this is something I wanted to do since last year. Originally, didn't want to do it on our property. I wanted to wait until I bought my own land so I could build my very first cabin. But I realized that your first cabin doesn't have to be a grandiose cabin, and I'm just doing a simple cabin. 12 by 12, I'm chopping down all the trees myself. I'm doing the entire foundation myself. I'm making the entire fireplace and chimney by myself with stones that I'm collecting. Everything off the property. Nothing, I'm not buying any logs. I'm not doing any of that. I'm making it all off the materials that I have. And it's been really fun. It's been fulfilling my time in a way that I've never had something to do. And it's now I have something to look forward to. Because when you have only one hobby in your life to look forward to, it's the same thing as having no hobbies in your life. Because in reality, you end up doing that hobby, 2 hours out of the day? That's how much I'd say I'd do YouTube. And with YouTube, specifically why I do 2 hours out of the day is because it's a lot of sitting. Sitting is so bad for you. You should not be sitting for long periods of time. And that's why I can't stay on YouTube for more than 2 hours, because I remember in high school, I used to do this for 8 hours, just sit down and edit all day. And that's something I just wanted to change with my life when I got out of school. But every day I wake up and it gives me some activity to do. I immediately go do stuff for the cabin, whether that's collecting more rocks for the foundation and chimney, or collecting gravel for the foundation and the flooring and stuff like that. It's so fun to have a goal that isn't YouTube, because on YouTube, when you don't care about views and all of that stuff and subscribers, well, I care about subscribers, the subscriber, the person that is a subscriber. But what I don't care about is the number. Yeah, and that's funny that I say that, because I was just talking about how I was excited to hit 3,000 subscribers. So when you don't have goals like that on YouTube, it's like getting every video done is a goal for me. And that's good. I love that. It gets boring after a while though. So it's really nice to have something where every day it feels like I'm getting something accomplished that's furthering me in life. Because I do love YouTube, but it doesn't feel like it's pushing you forward in life. You feel like you're pushing yourself forward on the platform, but not in real life. You're not, I guess, being on the internet is a huge skill. I'm sure a lot of people would say that it's a great skill to have, that I'm good at speaking, I'm good at being in front of a camera, I'm good at editing, I'm good at Photoshop, but it's just not a skill that I value anymore, because I'm not gonna live that life eventually. I'm eventually gonna be living out in Alaska, bro, and getting all my food myself, and horses. I love horses. And it's not the life I plan to live my entire life. This is just temporary until I get to that point. When I decide my YouTube journey is done, that day where I decide this is the last day of my YouTube career and I'm ready to move on in life, I'm not going to be on the internet anymore. But don't get me wrong. I do love YouTube. I love doing it still. It feels great to do YouTube. It's just, not everybody's gonna do the same thing they've done their entire life. I started YouTube at 15. I wanted to do YouTube since 8, and I'm about to be 20. By next May, I'm gonna be doing YouTube for a fourth of my life. And that's crazy, because during that fourth of my life, I absolutely dedicated every ounce of my being to YouTube. And it's different now. I try to live more, and I am living more with doing this cabin. And it's just so nice to be building it. And I plan on making a video on it when it's done. And I am recording and taking pictures of the whole process while going through it, and I think that's really fun to do. And also, I would like to... What is my computer doing? I'd like to call out to something real quick. I said I would do a 24-hour stream on the 7th. Maybe not a lot of people saw the post or saw the Discord thing, but I ended up not doing it because some things came up. I wanted to rather hang out with family than do a 24-hour stream. And then I'm calling it off again. Here's why I'm calling it off again and not gonna do it at all. Is because I've been having lower back problems from sitting. I sit down for 30 minutes. This podcast has been going on for 25 minutes and my lower back already extremely hurts. And it's been better ever since I got this lumbar support for this gay chair, but it's still not the best. And so I don't think I'm going to do the 24-hour stream. I'm still going to do a stream though. I think I want to stream for like maybe 4-6 hours, have a lot of fun with you guys, and it's so fun to stream because you get to interact with the people who've always been there. And if you guys don't know, I started off YouTube by streaming, so a lot of the people who show up to the streams don't comment on any videos. Like, I've never seen them comment on a video before, and then all of a sudden, ever since the last stream, I finally see them again, and I think that's crazy. And so I'm kind of mixing my content in there where I do a little streaming every few months, but I can't do the 24-hour stream. It's just too much for me. But yeah, man, it is really nice to finally have goals in life outside of YouTube, because a lot of my real life goals were long-term goals, like 5-year plan type goals, not your, oh, this can be done in 6 months and it's greatly satisfying and you've like really done something and developed a skill. And I'm just so happy with it because of course I'm developing other small skills, but it's not something that takes up, it's not a long-term thing. It's just like, oh, you get this done, it's done. It's hard to explain, but I love what I'm doing. I feel so rejuvenated to have something to do outside of YouTube, because man, doing YouTube, when that's the only thing you have to look forward to, YouTube starts to be draining and it no longer becomes a hobby. It's like a real big chore. And also I'm picking up the banjo. So next time I get my paycheck, I'm buying a banjo. I'm gonna start playing. So now I'm gonna have 3 hobbies: YouTube, banjo, and building a cabin. Sounds fun to me, man. It sounds like the life. And music isn't the best skill, but hey, it's something. It's enjoyable. Another thing I've been doing a lot lately is hanging out with friends. So a lot of my friends from school, I either stopped talking to them because I didn't want to associate with them anymore, or one of my good friends is in the Marines. It's impossible to talk to him. Another friend goes to college, and so it's impossible to do anything with him out of 2 months out of the year. And even in those 2 months, we don't get to do much. But I have this little group I get together with on Tuesday. I met through a friend. I ended up coming through a friend, and we have a lot of fun there. There's a lot of positive influence there. A lot of people who are just like, it's positive to be around them, which is so nice. A lot of people in my life, it felt like they're really negative. Like, I have a lot of family that's very negative about their outlook on life, but all of these people are so positive to be around. They're all Christians, and they're all Russians too, which is so weird. I'm asking my white friend how he's in a group full of Russian kids, which they're not like, they don't have like the Russian accent type Russians. They're like the type of Russians, they have parents that are actual Russians, and they're just kids to Russian parents. And so, but they all speak Russian. It's so funny. They get into Russian conversations at dinner, and I'm just like, yeah, agree. So anyways, the other night we were at Applebee's, and this is the funniest story on earth, man. So we had this really cute waiter. So obviously we're all like, my friend and I specifically, we're just cracking jokes. So I was mainly doing the bit of it. So there's like a big booth in the corner of the diner. And so it was like here, this was the table. I was sitting at the head of it while everybody was sitting around me. So this girl comes around asking for everybody's order. And so it finally, after 6 people, it got to me at the head of the table. And I said, do you guys still serve crayons here? And she was like, she burst out laughing, and it was so hilarious. Everybody was laughing, bro. And so I was like, yeah, I'll get some of the crayons. And then she's like, is that it? And I'm like, yeah, I'll just get the crayons, because I didn't have money, and so I was just cracking jokes and having fun, and I didn't want to waste money around that I could be buying like useful stuff with than buying dinner at an expensive restaurant. That's just stupid in my opinion. So eventually she comes back to her table again after serving us, and I asked them if they had any cheese. So I was like, do you guys have any cheese? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, can I get a pickle? And bro, after saying that, I accidentally knocked a drink on my pants, by the way. Oh, and this is not to only say, we're 5 of us were in Target, and so we saw this fit. It was like the most generic, it was like a generic 6th grader outfit to the beach. It was these blue camo swim trunks and this tank top that had like 2 beach palm trees and the sun and the ocean in the background. And it was just a square. So we were like, oh, yo, let's all get this and match. And so we did. Another friend ended up paying for me because I was like, I'm not going to buy that. That's so expensive. That is so expensive for a joke. And so he ended up buying it for me. I told him to return it. And so we all 5 of us were wearing the exact same outfit the rest of the day, and we were just wearing it around. It was so hilarious because we were all matching. And so, but anyways, I dumped this drink right on my lap, and then I just casually put it off. I didn't act like it even happened. It was such a fun night. And also, I forgot to say this. I got some serious injuries in the last month. So, while making a spoon, I chopped my finger down to the bone. Of course, on accident. So what happened was I had a hook knife and I was carving out the crater in the spoon. So I was digging it out and it got stuck on some wood. And I tried pulling it out. Such a dumb idea, but I'm new to spoon making. So I grabbed the hook knife like this, and I'm like, and so it ended up hitting a clamp, and so it's still bruised. I just took the stitches out 2 days ago. It finally healed. It was split down to the bone. When I bent my finger like this, from this angle, you could see the bone in my finger. It was crazy. I went to the ER, got stitches without anesthetics. I'm not gonna put that poison into my body. And then, yeah, it just ended up healing really well. It got infected twice, but I ended up cleaning it up with my master doctor skills. And then on top of that, I think 5 days later, I was taking my dog on a walk barefoot through the woods. And by the way, I don't wear shoes anymore. And so I was walking her barefoot through the woods. She got spooked by something. This is Josie, by the way. Josie's a monster. She is so strong. And so she got spooked by something and ran off. And it was like, it wasn't the type of run off where it just yanked your shoulders while holding the leash. No, this was a run off that if you didn't start running, you're gonna fall over on your face. So I started running and then jammed my pinky toe so hard against a rock, it pushed up the skin on my toe, and then after that jammed the toenail right into it, and I lost the top half of my toe. And so the other day, I lost the top half of my toe. It finally fell off. But underneath a bunch of skin, there's a bunch of new skin now. You see that? I'm missing the top half of my toe. And so, yeah, crazy experience. This all happened within a week. And yeah, I had to slow down for a little bit because I was like, okay, I'm getting some bad juju right now, and I don't want to be a part of this. Next up, I'm going to chop off my leg or something. So I quit for now. I took a break for 2 days. It was nice. But yeah, guys, I really want to say thank you so much for tuning into the 45th installment of the NP podcast. You know I always got to say it. It means a lot coming back and having so much fun. I had a lot of fun recording this. I can't wait to upload it. It's a great time. I'm hoping in a few weeks I can get another person on the podcast. That would be so great. That'd be so fun. I can't wait for it. And yeah, thank you guys. Make sure to check out my newest video, Why Fapping is Ruining Your Potential. And it means a lot. I love you all. Thank you so much. Peace.